What's going on, everybody? Kenny Bomb is in the building, and before these animalities were even announced, we've been doing prediction videos to try to figure out what animal each character would turn into if they did in fact come back. And I'll be honest with y'all, I don't even think I got one of them right yet. But it's okay, because we still got a lot more to go. So what we're going to do is take a look at all of the animals that have been officially confirmed, because some of them are really good, but one of them in particular might turn out to be very bad. So we got to talk about it. But first, do me a favor and drop a like on this video. And don't forget to smash that subscribe button, especially if you don't want to miss any updates on Mortal Kombat 1. Now let's get into it.
Run, boy, they coming on.
So let's start this thing off with the disaster, huh? My favorite animality that we've seen so far is the gorilla. But in the previous video, I looked at this gorilla and I said, you know what? This gorilla can't be who I think it is, can it? But then Sylvizo, S-Y-L-V-Z-O, I'm sorry, can't pronounce your name, hopped in the comment section and pointed something out. And I think this gorilla is definitely going to be who I think it is. And if it's true, it's going to be a disaster. I can't even say it right now. I'll show you what I'm talking about a bit later in the video, but just be warned, it's disgusting. But the next one is going to be the most recent animality that got revealed, and that is the rhino. Now, somebody else, I got to stop listening to y'all in the comment section, because somebody tricked me and said, yeah, it's a callback to when Sector was a rhino in Mortal Kombat 3. And I was like, wait a minute, how would that go over my head? So I went back to take a look at it, and Sector was definitely some type of purple bat. Sector was not a rhino. But in Mortal Kombat 1, for some reason, they looked at Sector and said, you know what? Let's make her a rhino. I would love to see what General Shao is, because I think based on his horns, the rhino would have just been perfect for him. But rhino is Sector. But what I really do like is the way, like, you can see the rhino has like this red tinge to him that fits Sector. So they're kind of taking something from the character and mixing it up into the animal, even if it's subtle as this red on the rhino. So I don't hate the rhino for Sector, I just really don't get it. And it makes me want to see what General Shao is even more. Now, the next one we have is actually very good, maybe even perfect. We have the Hornet. Now, when I think about the Hornet, my mind immediately goes to Takeda, but I've seen a lot of people say Takeda would be more of a centipede because of his weapons. And you know what? I like that. So if Takeda's not going to be the Hornet, who else do you go with? You go with Cyrax. I think the transformation into the Hornet is very beautiful. And don't get me wrong, Sector's transformation into the Rhino was still flawless, but Cyrax just got the perfect storm here. The fake yellow robot turning into the yellow Hornet, it was just a flawless transition, smooth like butter, so Cyrax was a big win when it comes to these animalities. Now the next one we have is another one that is flawless. Fits the character very well, and I think this was a great decision. Now, this hasn't been officially confirmed, but I think we can all look at this hyena and tell exactly who it is. It's Havik. We haven't seen him change into the hyena yet, but we've seen him get busy on Liu Kang, and it's pretty gruesome. So, shouts out to Havik. Very gruesome character, so the animality really matched him. Another one of my favorites we haven't seen in full yet, but what we've seen I think is enough. We see these two wolves pulling Johnny Cage apart. Now, while this one isn't officially confirmed either, I think it's pretty safe to say whose animality this is. You got the brown wolf, you got the spirit wolf. It's obviously Nightwolf, right? Absolutely not. This one belongs to Kenshi. And this transformation could be really good as well. You can see Kenshi transform into the brown wolf. You see Sento fly away and transform into the spirit wolf, causing destruction. So I think Kenshi's got a really good one too. Now the next one we've pretty much seen in full. Beautiful transformation for Mileena as well. And I think this one was perfect to her anyway. She eats everybody's heads and her fatalities all the time. So the praying mantis does the same thing. So big W for Mileena also. I would say my least favorite animality we know so far is the pufferfish. Why? Because Rain is a water character. Side note, Rain's got a great design in Mortal Kombat 1, y'all. My favorite design before this was Mortal Kombat X, but I absolutely love this one. But Rain's got the water staff. He could have brought the ocean in. Rain has one of the best fatalities in Mortal Kombat 1 because of it. So he could have been a shark. Somebody's got to be the shark, but the shark just makes so much sense with Rain. They could have just taken Aquaman's special move straight out of Injustice, sprinkled a little bit of blood in the water, and gave it to Rain for his animality. While Rain didn't get it, somebody will get the shark. So who gets the shark? Do y'all think it's going to be Baraka? He's got the teeth like one, so we'll see. The next one, now apparently this one was confirmed in a panel, but it makes sense, and I'll show y'all why. So first off, we got my boy Ermac out here with the Baldy. And the owner of this animality also has the Baldy. It's Quan Chi. Now, I don't think this is a bad choice for Quan Chi because he does magic, NetherRealm stuff, so he could raise a dinosaur up out of the grave, I guess, even though he's still bones. He's got the teeth, so the animality works. But you can see the green glow around this dinosaur. And again, I think it was confirmed on the panel, but that pretty much adds further confirmation for me because you can see the green in Quan Chi's hand. The green worked into the dinosaur, and I think this is a good one for him. I thought he was going to be like an octopus or something. That could have worked since he pulls the octopus things out all the time, but hey, they thought big old T-Rex for Quan Chi, so it is what it is. Now, the next one was not officially confirmed either, but I see everywhere people saying that this is Geras. Why are they saying this is Geras? It's because his eyes light up. And that's another thing, again, I like about the animalities, that they take something from the character and incorporate it into the animal. Also, this little crack on his face kind of gives off Geras vibes too, because Geras has the cracks on his body. It makes sense. Look at his eyes. So, there we go. The hippo is officially Geras, and I think this is a good one. I thought Geras should have been the gorilla, but again, I get why you wouldn't do that. The hippo works great for him. I wish I could actually play it on here because I love how Shang Tsung's body gets crunched up in his mouth. So that's another 10 out of 10. We're going to rate all of these things when they come out. I'm trying not to do it on this video, but we just did. Now, the next one kind of gets on my nerves a little bit because let's go ahead and blow this one up too. It's a scorpion, sure. But what are we doing here? Why? Why do we have to get? Why do we have to do it to Beyond? Come on, let Sub-Zero shine. Every time in these trailers, Scorpion's always got to beat him up. So for the animality, if you were wondering, is the Scorpion? The fact that he's doing this to Sub-Zero, it shows you that it is Scorpion. And to the people who keep reminding me that Scorpion had an animality in Mortal Kombat 4, no, it didn't count because it didn't say animality at the end. Much like Kotal Kahn's in Mortal Kombat 11. He turned into an animal, but it didn't say animality, so it wasn't an animality. Now we take a look at the final picture here, and this confirms this is definitely Havik. We got our Scorpion, but we have actually heard nothing about this tiger. But it has to be a new guest character, right? And that guest character has to be Joe Exotic. Nah, just kidding, but free my boy. But I'm sticking with Kitana. I don't know why, but I'm getting Kitana vibes from this tiger, so we'll see if I can get that one right at least. But now we get to the bad news, because we got to zoom in on my boy right here. Now, I said there was kind of like a grayish look to this gorilla. And I said, that can't be Smoke, can it? No way they make a character like Smoke this gorilla. I'll repeat what I said last time. He is not masculine enough to be this strong gorilla. And then I got this pointed out to me. If we look at Smoke, and remember, throughout the video, we saw these animals have things in common with these characters. Smoke's got this crack in the middle of his head. Sub-Zero probably froze the side of his hand right there and chopped him. Bah! Now he's got to live with this scar. The gorilla has the scar on his head too. There is no way Smoke has my favorite animality. It's just no way. Y'all can see his head is all chipped up because he's been getting beat up his whole life. The gorilla's head is chipped up too. Y'all can't do this to us, NetherRealm. No way you give Smoke the best animality. No way. Unless there's one better. We haven't seen Sub-Zero's yet. that bloody white polar bear can be really good. So we'll see. Thank y'all for tuning into this video. Let me know what y'all think about these animalities we don't know yet. Like, subscribe, and have a great day. Peace.